Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us. Now we turn our focus to Ondo State. Infrastructure projects are presently going on in Ondo State. For instance, the renovations and construction of over 400 new schools and the expansion of major roads in the state. Governor Rotimi Akeredolu says the focus of the state government is to ensure rapid growth, development, and sustainability of the economy. The Ondo State government has just reconstructed the Ore flyover bridge, Alabojuto, Ikare Akoko Road, Owo Road, Oba Ushupa, Uluwatui Ijoka Road dualization, and the Okitipopa Bypass Road. That sounds like a lot of work. Well, 2 years have gone past, and all this is happening, so another 2 years. And do we expect this kind of hard work to be going on? Well, these are questions we're going to ask the SA, Lands, Works and Infrastructure, Ondo State Governor, Mr. Raimi Aminu. Good morning.
Good morning.
And we also have the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Works and Infrastructure, Mr. Taiwo Otun. Good morning.
Good morning, ma. Good morning,
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
You both are from Works and Infrastructure, and that sounds like a pretty long list of work that has been going on.
Yeah.
Please tell us how you have been able to achieve all this in just 2 years.
Well, just to give glory to God, again, my name is Engineer Aminu Raimi Olaiwola, Special Advisor to Ondo State Governor on Lands, Works and Infrastructure. After glorifying God, because it's the one that made it possible for us, we have to thank our governor, Mr. Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, SAN, because we are leveraging on his integrity. Otherwise, all this wouldn't have happened. Why did I say so? Everybody across the globe, we know that there's paucity of funds everywhere in the country now. But for us to achieve this with this little period, cause for concern. That how come? How do you do it? Reason why I said we are leveraging on his integrity. He called his team when he came to office. We strategized and came up with new method of construction, which differs from the conventional method. What was the new method? In the past, in Ondo State, if you are awarded any contract, you must pay mobilization. The contractor will give you the government and APG. But we changed the system.
APG?
APG, Advance Payment Guarantee.
Oh, okay.
That is, government secures the money given to the contractor. Even despite that, colossal sum of money is still in the covers of contractor up to now. About 8 billion naira is outside before it came to board. But now, the new system the governor brought on board is that no payment of mobilization. You pay, you work, and you'll be paid according to a certain milestone. With that, we stand to gain 2 things. Number one, the quality is guaranteed. Work that you are doing without any payment, you must do it well. You must do it up to specification. And secondly, there's no way you can cut away government fund, because your work must be valued before, and then after valuation, before you can get your payment. So based on these 2 factors, that's why we are achieving this that we are seeing. And aside that, they believe in the integrity of the government, or Mr. Governor. Because if it are to be a governor, they are doubting his integrity. No contractor will agree to that.
Okay. Mr. Otto, how have these projects, I mean, and there's a long list of them, how have they impacted on the lives of people in Ondo State?
Yeah, thank you. They have impacted a lot in the life of the people of Ondo State. To start with the project, employment opportunities there. Then, with the kind of projects we are doing now, you will discover that with the development, it enhances the security of the community. Then it also brings about an improvement on the commerce activities. because we are talking of a dual carriageway with facilities like 3 lanes on either side, with street light, with all the functional hydraulic structures. So that means that people can move freely. People can move freely. The issue of traffic jam, that one is will be reduced to the minimal level. And so also accident, because with the traffic density that start growing up now, with what we are doing now, the such things as accident will reduce, and the people in the town, they will move freely.
But does it guarantee, I mean, this project now, is it guaranteed to the investors that it can come into Ondo State?
Yes, it does. Because one, when the security is there, and you have the environment, and with this one, there are other facilities like building, befitting buildings, will come up. So with that one, any investors that is coming will be encouraged to come and start something.
All right, let me bring that to you, Mr. Remy.
Yeah, even it has started generating more industrialization in the state. Because in the past, anybody coming to Ondo State will be exercising some fears. Even the road from Lagos to Ondo State, 5 hours, they will be scared. But now they can come by here because we've revived our aviation section. So aside that, getting to the town, seeing a beautiful environment, drive like 10, 15 minutes without single potholes, good environment, security-wise, definitely they will be happy to be transacting and having businesses with us.
So since the constructions since these constructions, can you say how many major investors you've had come in to settle?
They are numerous. Now, within few weeks or few months to come now, we will invite the whole world to come and open some industries with Ondo State government, like Ore, Linyi City. Because I recall last year, to be precise, around June, Mr. Governor made a trip to China to talk to some investors, like WeWield, like Textile Factory, and those people, we have like about 5 now in Ore Industrial Hub now. We have a factory there that at least 90% completed, which is will be converting cassava product to ethanol. Textile, HDF, which will be the first in Africa. We don't have HDF factory in Nigeria. We don't have HDF producing factory in Nigeria. We have it in Ore now. Even the raw product, the raw material is there too. It's malina and some other wood products which planted there. So a lot have been happening in Ondo State now. Aside that, with the cooperation of the federal government now, our bitumen will still come into limelight. So, and a lot others like that.
Let me come back to you, Mr. Otun. What's the spread of this project? Is it just concentrated within Akure, or is it spread to different territorial? Is it based on territorial districts?
Yeah. Let me start by thanking God that Mr. Governor came this time. I'm talking of Governor Akeredolu. Before he came, we have some challenges in some of our designs. All the roads we are doing now, we engage a proper consultant to carry out the designs, and after designs, then we now look at the 3 senatorial districts. We pick from north, we pick from the central, we also pick from the south. Like in the north, that is where we have Ukela Bojuto and Ikare dualization, which is a very massive project. So then, apart from that one, there is if you are the one passing through, if you are going to Abuja by road, you will know that there is a road from Owo to Ikare is federal road, very bad. In fact, at the stage, people no longer, it was difficult for people to sleep overnight there. But Mr. Governor moved in, and the road now is in good condition. All the bad portions, sections along that road has been attended to, not just patching, but reconstruction was carried out. And that means in several years to come, we'll be enjoying the road. Then there's a hill at Oka. In most cases, vehicle can't climb. They turn back and they go into individual houses. So that one.
What do you mean they go into individual houses?
When you see when they are climbing and they could not go, they will just come. They will lose control.
Accidents.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So it was one of the first things Mr. Governor attended to. And apart from this, this major roads I'm talking of, the township roads too were also attended to. Peak at Ifon, peak at Shupari, and also in other places. Then coming to the central, we also work at Akure, being the state capital. We work, the township roads were attended to work at Okiogba. It's a community that has been suffering from road construction for a very long time. It's difficult for them to access their property.
So, in other words, the projects were spread across the 3 senatorial districts.
Yes, let me just mention a few about the southern senatorial district. That is where we're having the flyover. It's a major project.
I was going to ask you about your flyover, because that will impact not just lives of those living in Ondo State, but those traveling through Ondo State to other parts of the country.
Yes, it's a major thing because when Mr. Governor came in, the people in that area, they came, they complained, and we all know what used to happen there, especially when there is festival and people are going to the southeast, south, they get stuck at Ore. And apart from that, in the process of passing, vehicle continue, keep knocking people down. Let me say on a weekly, at least once in a week, we record their deaths on that road.
Okay.
So,
it says it is ongoing.
Yes.
How long will this take to complete? Approximately.
It will be completed before the end of this year.
Okay.
Because massive.
So for the next festive period, that will be done.
By the special grace of God.
Okay. Let me come back to you. I noticed in some of the videos that we've seen so far that this, in the bid to expand some of these roads, houses and properties were claimed from people. That means some of those people will be very unhappy.
Well, it depends on the way you handle it. In our own situation, a lot of people are happy.
A lot are happy.
Yes,
those
definitely there might be some few, which the factor will be infinitesimal.
Good compensation?
Yes, compensation. We call it compensation, not repayment. So what I mean by that, before you can embark on dualization or on expansion, a lot of houses or properties will be involved. If you recall, Mr. Governor flagged off the project less than a year in office. But it took us a little time before we could start because we took all necessary precautions. We did evaluation, gazetting, enumeration, series of meetings with the stakeholders and with the property owners. So, and we ensure that no house, any of the houses that's going to be demolished must have been paid for. All the houses we are seeing that have been demolished, the owner have collected their check, their money, and give them enough notice before demolition.
So even after they paid, you still give them notice?
We give them notice.
Okay.
And we had series of meetings with them.
In all of this, in these days when we keep hearing about states owing a lot of money, the debt profile of states, and you're carrying this amount of construction, no loans?
So far, no loan.
So how are you able to manage the fund?
I told you when we started that we are leveraging on the integrity of Mr. Governor. Number one, he put
Is
so
it the
many.
integrity of Mr. Governor that's paying for this?
I will tell you the reason.
Okay.
Number one, when we have a leader that is focused and transparent, then nearly all the followers have to kick in. Otherwise, we'll be voted out. Take for an instance now, all the preference, all the wastages are reduced to the barest minimum to this administration is on board. Now, our money, the normal monthly release allocation from Abuja, after payment of salary, nothing left, barely nothing. But we can do, Mr. Governor is embarking on this project because of the policies he put in place. For an instance, like 2 weeks ago, Ondo State government is the #1 position in 2018 IGR growth rate.
Okay, hold on. Just react to this. We're almost out of time. Festus Akimboewa, I think he's from Ondo State, says, Governor Akeredolu has so far neglected Ondo City. He has not done any single project in that city. That's one. Then he says, last year, I traveled through Owo and Idoani, and the road was terrible.
What? He's not living in Ondo State. If he's living there, he won't say this. Ondo, when we came on board, the projects in Ondo, they are not completed.
Ondo City.
Ondo City, they are not completed. Talk about the dualization. We have dualization phase 1, phase 2, being embarked upon by the last administration. We completed it. We have Ondo project group 3. We completed it. Apart from that, the street light, we are still working on the street light now. Apart from the street light, the Unimade, because what government is spending, they prioritize it depending on what that area needs. The Unimade, the governor is spending colossal sum in University of Medical Sciences in Ondo City. So, talking about the Owo-Idoani, he forgot that Owo-Idoani is a federal road. And we didn't stop at that. We are embarking on federal road projects.
Okay.
Like Akure, like Kare Owo.
Thank you very much. Mr. Raimi Aminu, SA Land Works and Infrastructure to the Ondo State Governor, as well as Mr. Taiwo Otun, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Works and Infrastructure. Thank you very much for coming to open our eyes as to what the goings on in Ondo State as regards infrastructure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sunrise will be right back with the home stretch. Do stay with us.